So preparing for the transmission live. So it's redirecting. Great. And here we go, my friends. Então é isso aí, pessoal. Aqui estamos já preparados aqui para começar mais uma entrevista do Rock Wave, meus amigos. Então, eu sou o Guilherme Costa. Sejam todos bem-vindos ao Crash TV. Então, agora estamos aqui com o nosso grande Blaze Bayley, ex-vocalista do Iron Maiden, e também agora acabou de lançar um CD solo chamado War Within Me. Então, vamos lá, todos recebam com uma grande salva de palmas nosso grande Blaze Bayley. Hello, Blaze, how you doing?
Hello. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hello, world. I hope everybody is okay. To the main.
Great, great. So, Blaze, how you doing, my friend?
Very, very well. We're doing good here. Things are starting to get a bit easier. We have some tour dates booked for September. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, there's a virtual festival online at 8 p.m. live on YouTube. I'm very excited about that, to be doing that. So things are going very well. My new album, War Within Me, is getting very good reviews, and now quite a few fans have got the digital version and they really like it. So I'm very, very relieved. It's going well.
Well, that's great, Blaze. So, well, I'm really happy to see you here with us, and the people already got in. Hello, everyone. Fala aí, pessoal do Tour Rock Brasil, galera do Crash TV, sejam todos bem-vindos aqui. Então, uma grande honra estar aqui com o grande Blaze Bayley. Então, quem quiser fazer pergunta, só lembrando, já pode colocar aqui no chat, a gente vai mandar as perguntas para o Blaze e ele vai responder aqui para a gente, ok? Bom, então vamos começar. Ok, Blaze, ready for the first one?
Yeah.
Great. So my first question, it's about your album called War Within Me. So your album title song, War Within Me, say words like never give up, I won't back down, get stronger, be harder, be tougher, and be proud. So have you already thought about using this song as a music therapy to motivate people?
Well, the whole idea of my album, it is for my fans at such a difficult time in human history. My fans have helped me so much over the years through good times and bad times. And when I thought about it, people have been waiting 2 years for a new studio album. And with all the problems that we have, I wanted to do something really positive for my fans. So with my writing partner, Chris Appleton, I said, look, I want this to be a positive journey, the whole album. And so we were very careful about the choice of the key, of the chords in different places, how each song went on its own journey, making sure that in a lot of places we kept the lyrics very simple, and hoping that even if English isn't your first language, that you can feel it's a passionate and positive record. And at this time in my career and at this time in human history, I needed to do something that was positive for my fans. Everybody is suffering. It's a terrible time. And I thought, well, my fans are going to put me in their head. My fans are going to take me into their bedroom. My fans are going to have me in their car, traveling with them. So when I'm there, what will I say? And I wanted to say something positive. And these are the things I try and say to myself when I face challenges in my own life. And so I really wanted to share that with my fans. When I do my meet and greet, and been a free meet and greet at every Blaze Bayley show up till now, every headline show, then many of my fans share wonderful stories with me about how a certain song has helped them or an album has helped them through a difficult time in their life. And my fans have helped me through very, very difficult times. So I needed to do something very, very positive. And of course, we finished the album. We didn't know if people would like it. We thought it was okay. We thought the songs worked, but we just didn't know until my fans could hear it. And now quite a few fans have heard the digital version on iTunes and other formats. And it's good. Most people like it. Most people get that it's supposed to be positive and take you on a positive journey. So it's worked. And that is a huge relief because I don't really care what journalists say about me. I don't really care about the opinion of people who get their CDs for free. But my fans who support me through the good times and the bad times, through my struggle, and support me as an artist, their opinion is the most important one. And I made this album thinking of my fans and all the positive experiences that I've had. So I'm very relieved that it's worked. It's getting a good reaction and a good reception. We've had some great reviews as well. So it's worked very, very well so far. Tomorrow I have 1,000 and something CDs to sign. Our order just arrived. Everything is late because of COVID and Brexit, but our CDs have arrived now. And tomorrow I will be signing all of the pre ordered CDs to send out. And it's more than 1,000. It's the biggest signing I will have done in my whole life. And that's big because I've been in Iron Maiden. So I'm excited about it and looking forward. We've put 2 days for that. So it's Tuesday and Wednesday I will be signing. And then I don't think I'll be signing any more for quite a long time.
Oh wow! So I think I would like to have your signing in one CD. Then of course, um, I'm gonna. So you told that you're gonna be signing tomorrow to Wednesday or not this week?
Yes. Yeah. On Tuesday and Wednesday. So tomorrow and Wednesday, I'm signing all of my CDs that my fans have pre ordered, and
Oh,
everything has been delayed because COVID, then the workers weren't at the factory, so they couldn't make the CDs. So it's delayed. Then there's problems because of Brexit and extra forms to fill in and bureaucracy. That's, oh man, so many delays. And tomorrow, I actually start signing all of the CDs from my fans that pre ordered.
great, great. So Now still talking about the War Within Me album. So we know that many people in this pandemic are having many battles and wars, especially with themselves. So do we have some happenings in this pandemic that inspired you somehow to write your new album?
Well, what we did, we always had the album scheduled to write and record in uh 2019 in 2020, sorry. So we finished our tour, we came back, and that was it. We were ready to start writing. And then, of course, with the pandemic, um things got pushed around, festivals got postponed, then cancelled, then tours got postponed, then cancelled. And what it meant was that we had a little bit more time to spend making the album, but also we had these gaps where we could leave the songs alone and come back to them with a fresh perspective. And that time is absolute luxury, but it's like baking a cake. You've got it for the certain amount of time, perfect in the oven, not too long, not too short. The cake comes out great. So it really worked for us. Every time a festival cancelled, that was an extra 3 days we had to spend on the album, or 3 days away from it. And that was it. So that's one of the reasons that it's turned out so well. And I'm very excited to see what my fans are going to make of it, especially in Brazil. I really hope that fans there will enjoy my album.
Yeah, actually, well, you got one fan right here that enjoyed your album so much. I've listened to your album several times, dude. It's really amazing. I can guarantee to you that.
Thank
But
you.
great. So we have a question here from the audience from Maldi Augusto de Freitas. So Blaze,
Yeah,
you've been recently in Pouso Alegre, Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais is a state uh, from Brazil here, and you recently were in Pouso Alegre. And the question is, do you like to have tours in Brazil?
yeah, I have played more towns in Brazil than any other international artist. So there are some people that have done more concerts in Brazil than me, but no one has been to more places in Brazil than I have. No other international artist. So, it's like a second home for me in many ways. And I like the food. I always get on well. I have wonderful fans there. I like to have a coxinha, a frango de passarinha, bolinas de bacalhau. So all of those things, man, I like it. And when I get the opportunity to do longer tours in Brazil, I always do. So it's a fun place for me to go. And the Brazilian fans have a special place in my heart because when I was with Iron Maiden, I got a great reaction from the fans in Brazil. They were the biggest concerts I'd ever played in my life. And I got this wonderful vibe from all of the fans there. Wish you good luck. We hope that you do well. We wish you all the best. And everybody really gave me a chance. So it was a nice time. So hopefully I can come back and play many towns in Brazil again at some point in the future.
Great, really nice, my friend. So, everyone here is expecting for you to have a tour here to the War Within the album. So, and don't forget to come to Belo Horizonte.
Yeah, well,
Great.
we hope so, but there's a lot of problems in the world. So when it's possible, then I will return. But it seems a long way off right now. Things are starting slowly, and we don't know if it's going to go well or what's going to happen. But yeah, I will be back as soon as it is safe for everybody. Then I would love to come back to Brazil.
Really nice, dude. And we have some comments here. Luis Romaniello from Belo Horizonte. He said, "Hail, Blaze Bayley. Let's go to Sindicato do Chopp again."
Yeah, it was a good time there in Belo Horizonte last time, and I think it's one of the biggest signings that I did. It was over 400 people that I did the meet and greet in Belo Horizonte last time. It was just huge, man. Every single person that watched the concert stayed to have the autograph.
Oh wow. And please forgive me to lose my autograph, my friend. Oh my God. Okay. So the next question. Now I would like to ask you about the song Virus from Iron Maiden that you made like I thought it was 1998, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, many years ago. So the lyrics from the song Virus from Iron Maiden, we know that matches a lot with the moment we're living right now with the pandemic. So were the lyrics inspired in some true event or some movie?
It's the reaction that we had from the British press. They wanted Iron Maiden to fail, and they loved it that Bruce left the band, and they really wanted Iron Maiden to fail. But the fans didn't want that. And the journalists were really fed up that they did not have the power to kill Iron Maiden because it's a band of the fans. So the lyrics are about the hatred of the journalists and the cynicism of the journalists and their attitudes and why that's poisonous, that they are the virus. Mentally, they keep feeding in these horrible things, and people start believing something is bad when they haven't even heard it for themselves. They don't even know about it because somebody tells them it's bad. They go, oh, it must be bad then, instead of looking for themselves. And that's the evil virus that we talk about in those lyrics. What I've done is I have kept virus in my own set list. So at a Blaze Bayley concert, one of my old songs from Maiden is usually Virus, and it's a slightly different version to what we did in Iron Maiden. It's the Blaze Bayley version, and it's also on my live album as well, a version of Virus. And it's something that my fans enjoy because we never played that live with Iron Maiden. And Iron Maiden haven't played it live since me. So I've really got it as my own song in a way. And it's great to see people's faces and they go, "Oh, I know this." And they then they go, "Oh," and that they remember it's the first time they've ever heard it played live, and it's really fun. And the reaction that I get from my fans when I perform Virus live, it's absolutely incredible. And on my live album, Live in Czech, it's a really, really cool version of it.
Wow, that's really nice, dude. And I must tell you something. This song Virus, when when I listened for it for the first time, it was in the Best of the Beast collection. And when I heard it, I said, "Oh my God, what a really, really great song!" And this days ago, I was teaching guitar to my students, and I was teaching Virus on the guitar, and they all learned it. So my students are knowing you, Blaze.
Oh, that's great. It's a lot of great bits, a lot of great music in that song. And it was a collaboration by the whole band. I collaborated with Steve on the lyrics, and everybody had an input into the music, and that's very unusual in Maiden. But it's a fun time, and it's a song that I keep with me now in my solo career, and I really enjoy doing.
All right. So in your next concert here in Belo Horizonte, please play Virus because I really, really want to hear it again live.
Well, we played it last time.
Yeah, but the last time, unfortunately, I couldn't be present, dude. Sorry, I couldn't go. I was playing in another city this day, and sorry, I could not be there. But the next time, please play it again.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Great. So now we have more questions here from the audience. So the next question is from Yara Vilasa from Sao Paulo. So Blaze, how do you take care of your voice actually? Because you keep up a high level.
Um, it's a challenge, and I've worked on my technique, my vocal technique over the years. And another thing I've found is that for me personally, alcohol is very destructive for my voice. And it's difficult to get regular sleep a lot of times on tour, to get quality sleep. And that is one of the only things that will repair not just your voice, but your brain and your body is good quality sleep. So I try and get plenty of rest. I drink at least 2 liters of water a day. And on a show day, that's more like 3 liters of water. I avoid any alcohol before a show, or if I have a show the next day. And now I don't even drink when I'm on tour. I don't drink alcohol. So that's one of the things. The other thing, which is really, really boring, is I don't speak. So I can't have a conversation. I can't speak like this because the spoken voice is far more tiring than the singing voice. So you have to protect the vocal cords and not speak. And that's really boring. All the guys I work with, they know that I'm not just being ignorant. They know that I can't speak, that I have to save my voice. But that is one of the big things. You must not speak. And I don't start using my voice on a show day. Normally, I won't start using my voice till about 4 o'clock if I can, if we're on stage at 9 and a bit later. So yeah, it's a challenge for anybody to keep the voice. With the style of music I do, where it revolves around melody and trying to have most of your voice available for every concert, then it really is, it is a challenge. But I'm very, very lucky that I have incredible support from my fans. And sometimes I can talk to people and sometimes I can't. And it's a challenge, but basically it's being very, very gentle with yourself. Is that's what I try to do.
Wow, I think we have really, really interesting tips here for the vocalists. So can I translate to Portuguese? Because this is
Yeah,
important. Alright, galera, é o seguinte, a Yara, né, Yara Vilaça, professora de canto de São Paulo, um grande salve, minha grande irmã Yara, tamo junto sempre aí. Pretendo também dar um grande salve aqui para minha Clara Mafra, minha irmãzinha caçula também, que está aqui com a gente. Bom, a Yara perguntou sobre algumas dicas que o Blaze pode dar para poder cuidar da voz. E uma das coisas que ele disse que ele faz muito é o seguinte: ele não bebe álcool de jeito nenhum. Então, gente, ó, nada de álcool, ok? Cortou. Isso aí é uma das coisas que mais prejudicam a voz. E ele disse também que, inclusive, quando ele está fazendo tours, né, turnês assim, mundiais, principalmente, às vezes é difícil para a pessoa descansar, né? Então, isso às vezes prejudica um pouco. Então, gente, tentar fazer o possível para vocês descansarem o máximo que vocês derem conta. Lógico que assim, o descanso excessivo também pode prejudicar. E ele disse também que ele não conversa alguns tempos antes de poder cantar. Então, por exemplo, se o show vai ser às 9 da noite, então, por exemplo, às 4 ele para de conversar, ele totalmente assim para com a voz. É claro que assim é um desafio muito grande para a gente, porque afinal de contas, às vezes os fãs querem estar lá ali conversando com você, os fãs querem ter os fãs querem ter assim, uma conversa, querem estar ali com você, porém, às vezes você tem que poupar a sua voz para poder fazer um bom show. E é isso que o Blaze Bayley faz. Tanto que eu não sei se alguém aqui já foi em algum show do Blaze, às vezes ele faz um meet and greet antes, às vezes ele faz um meet and greet depois, mas quando ele faz antes, ele evita falar. Ele às vezes até comentou que às vezes ele costuma falar, às vezes costuma não falar, ele evita, na maioria das vezes. Ok, galera? Então, o mais importante disso tudo aos vocalistas, nada de álcool, ok? Sem álcool. Falou? Dica do Blaze Bayley, não sou eu que estou dizendo, ok? All right, Blaze, thank you so much. People here are really excited about your tips. I think many of them are going to follow them. I hope so.
it's tough. It's tough, and I didn't start out that way, and I kept studying as well, and had different tutors, and you have to find the way that suits you and is best for you. One way isn't good for everybody. There are some things generally, like your breathing, which, yeah, there's just one way to do that properly. But a lot of other little things, you've got to find what suits you, what you can use. I saw many different singing teachers and coaches over the years, and you go, oh, well, that makes sense for me. That works. This other thing that they say, no, that's just doesn't work. And it's a complete contradiction to what the last person told me. So you have to find your own way, and it takes a while. But I have a couple of friends who are opera singers, and everybody is the same. You've got to be quiet. You can't talk too much, and don't drink alcohol before a performance.
Yeah, definitely. I have lived some moments that the vocalist of my band used to drink a lot, and of course, the concert was, yeah, you can imagine, right? It was a perfect disaster. But okay, let's move on. So
Yeah,
the next song would like to ask you about, it's the song 18 Flights from your latest
yeah.
album, War Within Me. So in this song, you sing about a tour you did in South America on 2015, right?
I can't remember.
Well, but in these lyrics, you told about your concert on Chile, that the
Yeah,
stage started to shake because of the Coquimbo's earthquake. So how was the
yeah.
moment of the worst earthquake? Did someone get hurt on the place you were playing, or everyone was okay?
Well, it's there in the song. It's a completely true story. And it was a wonderful, wonderful day, bright sunshine. It's right, literally 10 meters from the sea, from the ocean. And it was a big hall that they hired for us. It was called Blaze Fest. and it was going great. I did a big meet and greet before the concert for all of my fans, and it just went really, really well. And we had all the local bands supporting. And then when I went on stage, it was going okay. But in the fifth song, the fans started running out the building. And I thought, what's going wrong? And then all of the lights went out, and the promoter came on. He said, "We've got to get out. It's an earthquake." And then you could feel the stage really shaking. And I looked around, and Martin McNee, the drummer, he's still playing. He's still going. And I said, "Martin, it's an earthquake. We've got to go." And he didn't know. Martin just thought, he thought, oh, it was a problem with the electrics, with the electricity. He didn't know it was an earthquake. And it's, oh, man. And then on the phones, everybody had the same text message, tsunami warning. And well, I mean, that was really horrible because we're next to the ocean, 10 meters away. Get to higher ground, tsunami warning. So that's what we did. And they got us in a van and they took us up the hill. And about 3 hours later, the all clear was sounded and we came back down and the power came back on. But there were bits of the building that had fallen into the street. And about 20 fans came back for autographs. And they said, "Are you going to finish the concert?" And I said, "Well, when we come back, we'll finish it, but not this time, no." And there was a few aftershocks as well, man. That was a scary time. I've been to Chile a few times, and all of the people, nobody was upset, going crazy or anything. And they said, "Oh, well, it's normal for us in Chile. We have a lot of earthquakes. It's normal." Well, it's not normal for me. I've been in a couple of earthquakes in Los Angeles and Japan where they have a lot of different things. But that's the first time I ever played a concert and it was stopped by an earthquake.
Wow, that I can imagine that the moment was really, really scary. Actually, if it was me, this place, actually, I think I wouldn't know how to do. I would start to pray, "Oh my God, I don't want to die, please. Let's please get away alive from this time." But thank God was really okay. No one get hurt, right?
They were very, very lucky. Nobody got hurt. Very, very lucky.
Oh, great. That's nice. And all right, so now I've seen that you have Dio as one of your biggest influences, and I would like to know, in your opinion, what's the best live album from Dio?
Well, that's very difficult. I had a bootleg from Italy a few years ago. That was very good. The problem that you have with Dio is he's such a good singer that all of his live performances are really good. I suppose I'll go back and maybe live at Hammersmith with Black Sabbath is one of my favorite things live that he ever did. As a certain rawness and an edge to his voice, and there's very good production on that album as well.
Wow, that's really nice. And now we have some comments here. We have you, one of your fans from Chile. We were talking about
Yeah.
Chile. And here we go. José Luis Soto Joharso. Saludos desde Chile, Blaze.
Hello, Chile. How you doing? I hope everything's okay there. Looking forward to coming back in a few years and try and do the Blaze Fest again.
Wow, that's really great. And we have another question here from Profusão Sonora. It's a band from Rio de Janeiro. So the songs Man on the Edge, Future Real, and The Classman are on your album Living Tech. Can your fans expect other songs from the X Factor and Virtual 11 on your next albums?
Um, what we are doing, we're thinking about having some of my songs that appear in my live set as B-sides on vinyl singles. So I'd be interested to hear if fans would like to hear any of those songs as B-sides on our next singles.
Wow, that's really awesome. And now it's time for our block called If You. So the block If You is gonna be the block that I'm gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna imagine situations, and you're gonna tell me what you're gonna do in this kind of situation, right? So that's the block. We have 8 questions, but I'm gonna ask you only 3 of them. So I need you to choose a number between 1 and 8, and I'm gonna ask the question of the number you choose. Ready?
Well, what about, I mean, you say between 1 and 8. Does that
No.
mean I can't choose 1 or 8?
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Please forgive me.
Does it
It's
include 1
one.
and 8?
Oh, just sorry. That was a mistake of my part. So it's you have the options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay,
Okay, 8.
8. So
Yeah,
let's
it's
see.
looking Chinese.
Oh yeah. So the question number 8. If you
Yeah,
had a vocal student and he asked you to teach him one of your songs, which song would you teach?
I'd punch him in the face.
Punch you in the face.
Yeah, punch it. I would punch him in the face for being so cheeky. How dare you? I am the teacher. You don't ask me what to think. I tell you what to do. Punch him in the face.
Oh,
You know,
great.
that,
That's
that's
that's a good answer.
that's the thing, really. But I think one of the best songs to learn, it's a new song on the end of the War Within Me album, and it's really beautiful. It works very well on acoustic as well as full metal, and it's called Every Storm Ends. And you can sing it easily a cappella as well. So I may, after I've punched them, and when they come back from the hospital, maybe then I'd teach them Every Storm Ends.
Wow. I can imagine the situation, dude. Wow, that's really oh my God. You chose the right number, dude. Thank you for making my day. All right, so now another number. Now 8, we already
Seven.
answered. So 7.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's lucky in Sweden.
Oh, right. That's nice. So question number 7. If you had the opportunity to choose a movie or series to put one of your songs in the soundtrack, which movie or series would you choose and which song would you put?
Well, I think I'd choose Battlestar Galactica, the new series, and I would like to have one of my new songs called The Unstoppable Stephen Hawking. And I think that would go very, very well in Battlestar Galactica, in some of the battle scenes in space with the spaceships and some of the things that go on. But I would love to have more of my songs featured in movies and TV. You know, I would love that.
Oh wow. And I can imagine and of course this song, this Stoppable Stephen Hawking, it's a really amazing song. Wow, that would be really great. Let's send this idea to Battlestar Galactica.
Because they are against the Cylons, and it seems impossible. It just seems that in the end, the Cylons will win, and they have secret agents. It does seem impossible. So I think a song which goes, "Unstoppable, don't believe in what they tell you. They don't know everything." A song that does that would be great when they're fighting the Cylons.
Oh my God, please let's see a way to put this song into the series, man. Oh my God. I can imagine the scene. It would be really awesome. All right. So now the third and last question from if you now the last number.
6.
All right. Six. Just kidding. All right. So if you had the opportunity to live again the same moments of a concert you did in the past, which concert would you choose to live again?
Um, well, has it got to be the same?
Yeah.
Because I made quite a few mistakes, and also I fell over at one concert on the stage. So I would like to go back and not fall over at that concert because it was very embarrassing and it spoiled the whole concert for me. I pretended it didn't happen, but I felt so embarrassed. I was coming on the stage, running on, and I tripped over. And instead of starting the first song, I went splat. And I said, "Oh, get it." Oh, man, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Oh
So,
my
yeah, I'd
God.
certainly like to go back and do that one again without falling over. And I think, I'm so lucky in my life. I've had so many beautiful concerts. The last time at Belo Horizonte, wow, it's just incredible. And in Sao Paulo, it was just incredible. And in Sao Paulo, I managed to set up a table and I had some help from a friend, and I signed for every fan when they walked through the door. Every single person that came to the concert had the meet and greet completely free. And the concert was just incredible. The reaction from the fans, and people traveled from all over Brazil to see me. It was just incredible, man. The moments in that concert, but a lot of concerts in Brazil and in Chile. I had wonderful concerts as well. Um, so there's so many. I'm so lucky. My fans are the best. They're wonderful, and they really support me. So many of my concerts would just be great to be able to do again. But if I could do the ones where I fell over or where there was a problem with the lighting, I was in Brazil and all the lights went out on the stage, and the tour manager came over because it was outdoors. They said, "Don't worry, people can still see you because of the street lamps." And the song that we were doing was from the 10th Dimension album. And the chorus goes, "Here I am standing in the darkness. Here I am standing in the darkness." And it was absolutely dark. And they said, I said, well, what's the problem? And they said, the lighting desk is on fire. We're waiting for somebody to put it out. I'm like, what? So the light desk is on fire. I'm standing there going, here I am standing in the darkness. And after about 20 minutes, they managed to get some of the lights back on. But we just kept playing. It's the most insane thing. I've I've had some odd things happen to me. I mean, I've been in an earthquake now on stage, but that's the only time they say that anybody said the lighting desk is on fire, but don't worry, they can still see you with the street lamps.
Oh my God. That must be a really, really moment, right? Oh my God. So, before my next question, we have a question here from the band Renegade Angel from United States. So, they asked about what does Blaze think about Halloween making a new album with all three original singers, Kai,
Oh,
Michael,
great.
and Nancy.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's a great idea. It's a lot of fun. 3 different voices, each one of them magical. It's a great vibe and it's so much fun for fans. You know, it's really great. I'm a friend of Andy Derris and a wonderful, wonderful man, a very generous human being. And it's just great. You know, I've known the Halloween guys for a long time and it's something really, really fun. I think it's really nice, especially with the different voices. You know, you could do something very, very special.
Wow, that's nice. And I really, really enjoy these three guys at the same stage also. So, okay, now coming back to your album, Walk Within Me. So, in this album, you mentioned three people that made history in the world. So, Alan Turing, Nikola Tesla, and Stephen Hawking. So, which one of them do you more identify with?
Um, well, it's difficult, really. Alan Turing was an awkward outsider in many, many ways, but he was a genius. And to be honest, I'm not very smart except when it comes to heavy metal. So, um, Nikola Tesla was a difficult person, an absolute genius. He had psychic powers as well as his amazing mind and the way that he invented things. He had a vast imagination. Nikola Tesla could design a machine, visualize it in his mind, see where the problems were before he drew it and before he made it. And he designed the biggest machines of the time when he did the hydroelectric water plant in Niagara Falls. So just an amazing person. And Stephen Hawking, they told him he had 3 years to live. 49 years later, he's giving a lecture. He can't even speak. He's found a way to communicate. He's an absolute hero. And that's without any of his scientific work. So I'd say my imagination is a bit crazy. So I suppose Nikola Tesla would be the one I'd identify with the most because he had just a vast imagination. But these are 3 people that are exceptional in humanity. And I am just a heavy metal singer. You know, if there is a spaceship and it's the taking people to another planet because Earth is dying. They won't be taking the heavy metal singers. They'll be taking the scientific genius there. So I think that's it. Really, it was nice to have the three scientists on the War Within Me album. Alan Turing, that really is a warning about artificial intelligence because it's called the Turing Test. A machine must deceive a human being into thinking it is human to prove that it's conscious. So the first interactions between true artificial intelligence and humans will be deceit and lies. And that is very, very interesting and very scary. And that is what that song is about, the dream of Alan Turing. He dreamed of machines that could think and be as aware and alert as human beings. But to prove that they are as good as human beings, they have to lie, which is really a weird, weird thing. Nikola Tesla, if he'd had backing from different governments, and maybe he would have saved the world by coming up with power that does not require fossil fuels and has no emissions. Is absolutely capable. He was absolutely capable of doing that. He wanted to do that. He could have saved the world, I'm absolutely sure. And Stephen Hawking has done what is, for many, many people, absolutely impossible. A disease which robs you of movement, screws up your body, takes away your voice, but your mind is still there. He has to learn using his eyes and blowing through a tube how to communicate again. I think most people are going to give up, but he's so intelligent. His genius was so enormous. He managed to do it, and he wrote books like that with some help from his art. It's incredible. So I really wanted those guys on the album, and I wanted to. When we put them together, the three scientists, the album really started to make sense. So, and I hope if there are people that haven't heard of Nikola Tesla, that don't really know much about Stephen Hawking, maybe they don't know much about Alan Turing, I hope that people will investigate and find out for themselves about these incredible people that have been so important in human history.
Wow, that's really, really awesome. Actually, this three, I think they have inspiring stories, and I think Stephen Hawking, when you would say he's really, really intelligent, and he could do things and make things that some people, as you said in the lyrics, people are saying, "Oh, you have just a few days of life," and then he fought this phrase and said, no, I'm gonna live more, I'm gonna do difference in this world, and he did. Well, that's really, really awesome. So Blaze, these songs that you mentioned, these three guys, it's awesome. I can guarantee you, I love them.
Thank you
And
very much.
that's really awesome. Now, about your song Warrior from War Within the album. So it tells about a warrior that apparently it's very wounded, very weak and broken. And it looks like that on the chorus, he's trying to rise up again somehow. could we interpret that this warrior, it's a person that is struggling with depression or anxiety?
Well, the idea of the song, you must be very careful about words that you use. For me, as an artist and a songwriter, then words are very important. Where I use a word, why it's there, it's thought out very carefully in what I do. And people don't understand the importance of the words that they say and what they allow themselves to think. And this is the point of the song Warrior. You have choices and you can choose how you describe yourself. And so it says, there is a choice that I can make. So, will you allow yourself to be described as a loser, as pathetic? Or will you take this word, I can be a warrior? That doesn't mean that you always win, but it does mean that you always fight. So, this is the point of the song. I can be a warrior. I can use this word. I can describe myself as a warrior, even though I'm just an ordinary person that has had bad luck, that has had problems in life. I can choose to describe myself and use this word. I can be a warrior. It doesn't say I am. I can be a warrior, even though I'm broken. That is the choice. Because you can just say, I am broken. That's it. Where does that get you? What does it do? I'm broken. I can't do anything. If you allow yourself to say those words out loud, you will start to go in the direction of someone who feels hopeless. If you stop yourself saying these small negative words, stop that, stop this, and you find a different way, then you can say, I can be a warrior. And this is the idea of the song. And I wanted to share with my fans some of the things that I use in my own life when I need to keep going. So I try not to say these negative things. You are what you think you are, but you can choose what you think. You can choose which thoughts you will give your voice to. And that is important. We have choices. And that's why you can choose to be a warrior.
Really great. I think this was a really great answer, and people are really saying here in the chat, wow, that was amazing. Great. So, well, so unfortunately, we're almost on the end of our live. So, Blaze, I would like to thank you really, really much for this moment. I think it was incredible. This live is going to be for the history of Crash TV. So thank you so much, my friend. And I would like to thank you everyone who has been here with us tonight. Muito obrigado a todos que estiveram aqui conosco nessa grande live ao vivo com o grande lendário Blaze Bayley. Muitíssimo obrigado a todos, pessoal. Estamos chegando aqui ao nosso final. E antes da gente encerrar, vou aqui avisar que nós vamos ter alguns eventos online aí para maio, então fiquem ligados, ok? Nós vamos ter o Road Crew Fest, Extreme Sounds Festival, então vamos ficar ligados aí, beleza, pessoal? E, okay, Blaze, so before we finish, can I send you just one more question from the audience?
Yeah.
All right, so the next question here, and our last question, it's from one of our reporters from Crash TV, Henrique Takimoto. So, Blaze, can you tell us your relation with the songs Dr. Doctor from UFO and Always Look on the Bright Side of Life when making a tour with Iron Maiden back in the time you were with them?
Well, we all liked UFO and we were looking for a couple of B-sides to do, and it was nice to do Dr. Doctor, and I sometimes do that when I do my classical acoustic show, and I am actually a doctor of heavy metal. I can help people with heavy metal problems. So I feel okay, about that. But really, I have the Life of Brian song. That's nothing to do with me. That was Maiden had that for many years before. It's as their outro, so it's not much to do with me. I don't have these things in my own live sets. I don't have any recordings at all. A Blaze Bayley concert is 100% live. No recordings, no backing tapes, no sequencers, nothing. It is just the musicians on stage. That's my style, because what I think I want as a fan, I want a connection and something unique. And that's what we try and do at our concerts. We play the best that we can, and we try to connect with my fans the best that I possibly can. And for a few minutes, make my fans forget about the world, forget about their life outside the venue, forget about everything, and just be there with me in the venue, in the concert. My fans don't come to see Blaze Bayley. My fans come to be with Blaze Bayley.
That's one of the best phrases I heard ever. Wow. Blaze, you're amazing, dude. So please, when all this pandemic is over, please come to Brazil and come to Belo Horizonte. This time, I won't lose your concert. I promise.
Yeah, I hope I can have a day off in Belo Horizonte as well. It's a very nice place. I like it very much there.
Really great, dude. So that's it, my friends. So now we're coming to the end. So thank you so much, everyone here. Blaze, thank you so much. So in name of Crash TV, so thank you so much once again. And I received here a message from the production. So they said here, so say cheers to the production of Crash TV and to Rock Brazil.
Muito obrigado, Crash TV. Muito obrigado, Rock Brazil. I am Blaze Bayley. Thank you. Ciao!
That's it, my friends. Muito obrigado, galera. A gente fica por aqui. A gente se vê semana que vem. Não se esqueçam que temos Taq Talk na sexta-feira. E é isso aí. Muito obrigado. Tchau, galera. É isso aí. Thank you, Blaze.
Thank you.
So